Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about one very common SQL interview question. What is the difference between where and having? So this question normally comes from a oral question that HR asks you to test how you're familiar with SQL, or it could be covered in the hiring manager call. Then they use those questions to quickly understand whether you're familiar with SQL. And this question is kind of simple. It doesn't require any technical test to ensure. So today we're gonna break it down and tell a little about my answer to it and show you the difference with query example. So here we're going to continue using this employee table. Here in the table you can see we have user ID, gender, salary, department, and previous minimum, which is calculated by the earlier SQL question I made. So here we have two examples for where clause and having clause. I'm gonna read you through and you can see how the different be like. So the where clause, I was saying like select maximal salary from employee where department equals to account. And the having one, I use select the department max salary from employee group by department and having max salary large than 10K. So you can quickly feel like the where usage and having usage in my two example are a little different, but I'm gonna tell you what the directly answer it should be. So you can see where clause applies to a single row. So every time when where clause apply to the query, here department equals to account, we will use this as a condition to select all the relevant rows for the final calculation. So in this case, we are going to check all the department equals to account in this problem solving or in this operation. And you can see for the order of operation, we do from first, where second, and select third. Then we do the maximal last. So in this case, we filter out any other rows that department not equals to account and using only the first row and second row for the remaining of the calculation. And the next thing we do is finding the maximal volume of all those two rows. So the answer is kind of straightforward. It's 87 grand. So this is the output of it. And let's now looking at having. So it's quite obvious having function must associate with group by. So you can consider when you see having function, you must see group by in this kind of SQL. But in extreme case will be like I do select max salary from employee without group by, we just using having here. So in this scenario, yes, we don't have group by, but you can consider it's a very rare situation because it doesn't make too much value to get those answer. However, for the majority of the use case, we just using group by associate with having. And what we do is let's check the operation order first. So in terms of the operation order, we do from first, and then I think group by select second, group by third, and having as the fourth and the maximum as the fifth. So what happens from this employee table, we want to get the column departments and salary as the target column that we want, while at the same time we group by everything by department. So each department will be put into a subcategory. I'm gonna use different color to select those subcategory out. So you can consider for remaining of the calculation, each subcategory will be considered as one small group. So in each subcategory, we have to check out the maximum salary, whether they're larger than 10 grants. So in that case, we need to check them one by one. I'm gonna use color blue to list it out. So accounts, if you can see, the maximal is 87 grand, which is not quite fit into the condition, so we're not gonna output accounts. And machine learning, we can see the maximal is 550 grand. So machine learning, we got it selected as in final output. And marketing, same, the largest is 123 grand, so we got it picked. And then product team, we have the maximum at 330. Also product team is selected, and then the final one, sales team, we had 120. So sales team is also including the output. So having here is a function where we select all the subgroups. And in this case, we can see we will finally output machine learning team, marketing team, product team, and sales team. Now, for each of the department, as the first column, the second column will be their maximum salary. And I will just write down the eventual output for this question. So we have machine learning as the first value, which say 550 grand, while the marketing team, we have 123 grand, while we have product team, we have 330 grand, and then we have sales team, 112 grand. From here, we can see like the having function is so different from the where apply the condition on each of the rows, while having apply condition to each of the subgroups. So where clause give us the results that is applied to all the selected rows, while having we just getting the output of select subcategory and giving the aggregation answer of each subcategory as an output. Ta-da, that's all about it. Hope this is kind of enough and straightforward to you, and let me know how you feel about it. I will improve myself in my next section.